A very good morning. The next chapter is mobile banking and internet banking. So these are belonging from macro based systems. So small, big amounts we can transfer with the help of mobile banking or internet banking. First one is mobile banking. So mobile banking is one of the net banking and it is also called YAM banking. This will be do a banking facilities like credited some amount, debited some amount. So that will be credit and debit, withdraw and everything via mobile devices. It is including account transferring and payment we can do, purchasing we can do. So these things are we can do with the help of mobile banking. So payment done at anywhere and any time, but mobile banking, so for everything we need some rules, some protocols or some app. So in a mobile banking, so we have app like GPay, Google Pay as like, but the performance of Google Pay or whatever it may be, for performing a mobile banking facility we need some protocols, that is we are using for mobile banking the WAP protocol we are using. And this mobile banking implementing by these ways, that is it's performed by maybe call centers or maybe automatic IVR telephone services or using term mobile phone via the SMSs and maybe WAP technology or smartphone technology. So for each things at any one the mobile banking works will be implementing. The next is internet banking. This is mobile banking is a net banking is via the mobile, but internet banking is via the computer. So it is a collection of e-banking. So internet in the sense everything is controlled by the internet, e-banking, online banking, virtual web. So everything is in the name of internet banking. So it is done through the computer and it is the easiest way internet banking when compared to mobile. So it is a very easiest way and very convenient way to the transaction, and it is a self services banking. So because self service in the sense we have to enter account number, we have to enter amount, everything is we only you are doing. So what is the advantages of internet banking? பேமெண்ட் த்ரூ their கன்வீனியன்ஸ். ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு பிடிச்ச மாதிரி பேமெண்ட்டை பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஸோ பாஸ்வேர்ட் அக்கௌண்ட் நம்பர் ஹேஸ் been more secured because self servicing. So you are only enter your password, your account number, everything by you. So password, account number, everything will be secured. You are only the know, and any standard browsers you can using. So in a mobile we can choose, sometimes we are choosing a Chrome or Google. So it is changeable always, but in the internet always we are using a standard browser like Chrome or Internet Explorer or Firefox or whatever it be. But standard one we are using a personal computers. So no need for additional softwares. So for this we need some download some apps. But for internet banking, nothing we need any softwares we don't want to need. Only internet facility is enough for that. So how the internet banking is performing? Just for example, so I'm opening a State Bank of India. So it is asking some similarities like account number, amount and submit button, everything we have to enter these things. So I have account in a State Bank. So in this they are asking internet banking, they are asking this how the internet banking will be held in the step by step process. First you have to log in to the net banking. So for the State Bank of India you have to log in and the add payee beneficiary in the sense account number, IFSC code, name, everything you have to enter. The second one is, first one is you have to log in, second step is adding a payees, that is yours beneficiaries like your account number, your IFSC code and everything you have to enter. The third one is after beneficiary entering, choose RTGS way, NEFT or IMP. This is the protocol which we are using in a internet banking. So we are the RTGS or via the NEFT or via the IMPS. Choose out of this only one and select a payee. So you are the payee, so you have to select payee, and next is click a submit button. So after that you have to get some OTP received your mobile. If you're linking your mobile number, it will be show in a OTP for your, that is OTP number for you. This is the internet banking. The next topic is unified payment system. It is very important for public 5 mark question. UPI. So for internet banking, mobile banking, card based, and everything we need IFSC code, account number, everything. So other than these things, UPI is the easiest way of payment system. UPI is a real-time payment system. I'll say, for example, GPay, Google Pay. In a Google Pay, we don't want to know for others' account number, others' IFSC code, everything. If I am having a GPay and my friend also is having a GPay, so I can send without knowing account number, my friend's account number, without knowing the others' IFSC code and everything. I can just pay the money to my friend with the help of the UPI number. So now every banks are connected all accounts to your UPI PIN, and it is developed by the National Payment Corporation of India, that is NCPI, and it is a very simple, secured, instant payment facility. So on the spot it will be paid, and the interface always regulated by the RBI. So that this will be always regulated. So that is a புது அப்டேஷன்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கிறது யாருன்னா ஆர்பிஐ பேங்க், ரிசர்வ் பேங்க் ஆஃப் இந்தியா. இட்ஸ் பெர்ஃபார்மிங் அண்ட் இட் இஸ் ஒர்க்ஸ் பிட்வீன் டூ பேங்க்ஸ். ஒன்லி இட் இஸ் ஒர்க்கிங் between the two banks. UPI used to withdraw and deposit funds and directly from a bank. So directly from our bank, and it's also providing a peer-to-peer in the nearby to near. We can send the money to your relatives or your friends or whoever may be, and it developed and focused basis of IMPS and two ways of addressing. One is global and local. If your friend is living inside the in India, we need it is searching a local addressing. If your friend is living other countries, in the sense it's a global addressing. So for local, between India, we don't want account number, password and everything. Only we know UPI number is enough for us. But global access, only we need IFSC and account number. For so local, the UPI number is also called virtual payment need. That is UPI D is also called virtual payment need. So UPI ID, it is how it is looking like email address. For example, name at bank name. For example, Abhi at Central Bank. So it is looking like a email address. So this is called a unified payment interface, UPI addressing. This is so UPI also called as virtual payment system, and the payment is confirmed by MPIN, and UPI is sometimes connected with the help of the Aadhaar card. If you forget your VPA number, that is virtual payment address, if you forget, so it will be connect with your Aadhaar card number. So if the absence of VPA number மறந்துட்டீங்கன்னா, that is அபி அட் தட், அந்த அபி அப்படின்ற அந்த பேரையோ எதையோ அதை மறந்துட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா, அதுக்கு பதிலாக உங்களோட ஆதார் கார்டு நம்பரை வச்சு கூட நீங்கள் இந்த பேமெண்ட்டை பண்ணலாம். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் த அட்வான்டேஜஸ் ஆஃப் UPI? Immediate money will be transferred, and it is working beyond the time limit, that is 24/7, and can use a single mobile application for multiple access. That is, you are the only person you can send money to every your friends. That is a single mobile application. We can send more number of bank accounts. Single click transfer money to all, and no need for enter details like IFSC account number. Sometimes we have to confused with IFSC code, and account number and everything. So that avoid the confusion. Here we don't want to remember for others IFSC, others account number and everything. If you are added, that is enough for us, and much easier when compared to credit and debit and e-wallet. So compared these things, it is very very easy, because nowadays every even a college students, everybody, they are sending money with a Google Pay. It is a very easiest method.